Okay, my name is Gary. We're shooting live. We're at the Times Square Hotel located at 255 West 43rd Street between 7th and 8th Avenue, but it's closer to 8th Avenue. And 43rd Street is a one-way street heading west. So I'm speaking to John Cannizzo. Introduce yourself, or tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is John. I work for the Horticultural Society of New York, and we've been working with Common Ground since 2005 and to develop the roof gardens, which are some of the nicest roof gardens in New York City. They're now, because some of the plants now have gotten too big for the roof, so we want to make them available as donations for community gardens for individuals. This plant is Ilex Glabra. It's a native holly, and it's got a broad rounded leaf and beautiful black berries. The plant is sometimes called Inkberry, which was the name that the colonists used because they would make their writing ink from the black berries. If you squeeze the juice of these black berries, you'll have a permanent dye. So the plants will be we'll have to remove them from the containers and ball and burlap them, and then if you can bring a vehicle, we will make the schedule of when the pickup will be, and you can come and take one of these beautiful plants for your garden. They're evergreen, and they provide habitat for birds in the wintertime. That's why evergreens are so important. The plants have been very well taken care of over the last 5 years. I think that they will probably transplant very well. They would like full sun to part shade and a well-drained, rich soil. And for the first 2 years, you'll have to be careful to water them regularly so that they don't dry out, because they are evergreens. So, they will only really be able to survive if their leaves remain intact.
Thank you very much. So most of these here will be available.
There's going to be between depending on how good how well the transplanting goes, there'll be between at least 7 and 12 of these plants. There are also some Taxaceae plants, and there'll probably be like another 5 of those. And with a little loving care, they should do just fine. Taxaceae.
That's one over?
Those are the ones that are in the cement containers.
Oh, those?
Yeah, it's a variety of.
Oh, you mean like these here?
Yes, like these.
Oh.
And Taxaceae is a beautiful evergreen. And right now these are planted on a rooftop, but they would do very well in the soil. They like very much to be in the soil, and they have beautiful red berries, they're not actually berries. They're just a form of conifer. They're a form of cone, but instead of being the scaly pine cone that we're used to seeing, they appeared more like a berry, and their seed is containing that berry. They're very hardy.
What about lighting conditions? How much light does that need compared to the
full to part sun.
For all of them?
Yeah, for both of them.
Okay.
Everything that's up here on the roof is full or part sun.
Okay. Because some of the gardens I saw look kind of shady, so.
Yeah, I don't think you would want to have this sort of plant in a shady garden. If it had been raised up in a shady garden, that would be one thing. But I think to make the transition might be difficult.
Oh, so you can plant it as a sapling in a shady garden.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if they grow into a shade condition, that's one thing. But if you take them
'Cause
from
they
the
get
sun
used-
to shade,
They get used to the shade.
they get the habit of having a lot of sun, and then when they get into a shady
Oh.
situation, they're going
Oh.
to have to die back a lot. Whereas the opposite is true. If you take them from a shady situation to a sunny situation, you know, you'll have to do a lot of, you'll have to care for them. You'll have to make sure they don't dry out, and you have to care for them. But they'll actually, you'll see them, they'll take off. Because the more sun that they get, the more vigorous they'll be.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.